Hi, Gemini. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for July 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in July and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you are born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. This video is sponsored by the Lucky Mermaid on-demand videos on Vimeo, where I look at a variety of specific topics using a variety of different divination tools to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for those topics for each sign of the zodiac. I always post my most recently recorded video series down below in the description box in the Show More section underneath the video, and these links are also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You can scroll down on that page and see all the, I don't even know how many, since 2015 I've been putting videos on Vimeo. So there's a lot of videos there. You can scroll down, read the different titles, the descriptions of what I've done in the videos, how long the predictions go out for, and the divination tools I've used. And you just click on the zodiac sign you want under the heading of the video you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. When you purchase these videos on Vimeo, you help support this channel. I'm very appreciative and thankful for all of your purchases of my videos on Vimeo, so thank you so very much for that. All that being said, Gemini, now on to your July 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. Gemini, what's going on with you? I was like, really? This is the first card that's going to fall out for you? This is the Tower, which is a fight, an argument, an end of a friendship, an end of a relationship, an end of an old paradigm, so a new paradigm can begin, an end of an old rulership, so an old rulership can begin. It can be some kind of awakening light bulb moment that happens. Sometimes the Tower can come up if there are disasters like floods, lightning strikes, fires that happen in your area. So it could be even something natural. I do feel like you're going to have an argument with somebody. For some of you, weirdly enough, it could even be a cousin. That's what they mentioned first, but it could be somebody else. It doesn't, it's a general reading, Gemini. You're having some kind of argument with somebody that my guides are saying is explosive and brings down the house. So I don't feel like this is a quick argument. This feels like a big one. And I feel like it's like there's a lot of anger, but also resentment. There's resentment. Now, the resentment could be going both ways, symbiotically, right? It could be going from you to them, from them to you. So I'm not sure who's got the resentment here, but anger and resentment for sure. There could be, this argument could have to do with somebody taking down something that they didn't have the right to take down. That could be a website, could be a Facebook account, could be a YouTube channel, could be pictures and things on the wall, could be something like that could get taken down. That's how it comes up, like something that got taken down that shouldn't have. Now, think about what I just said there. If you are on some video platform and your video platform gets taken down you could be arguing with the powers that be that took it down. That's another possibility. This could also be like, let's say you have a neighbor and you put up a fence maybe years ago, maybe before they ever moved in. And the fence is actually yours, and they take down the side that borders their property. And it's not really theirs to take down. So you could flip out, or it could be the reverse. There's a fence on your property, maybe it looked crappy, you were sick of looking at it, the people that lived there weren't going to do anything about it, you take it down, and then there's a big anger and resentment argument that ensues. I don't know. I told you what my guides said. They said something gets taken down that shouldn't have. That seems to be the trigger of this tower moment. There's also, my guides are mentioning a lapse in judgment, where something that was supposed to get taken care of and paid off didn't get taken care of and paid off. So this could be with you, with your significant other. This could be you with siblings. If there was any like estates, and maybe there were like taxes or certain, estate taxes, property taxes, bills that were supposed to get paid off, and they didn't get paid off, and you find out about it. Now there's penalties and this and that, and you flip out over it. Or, could be somebody in your family, your significant other, or somebody that had, loans or bills or certain things they were supposed to pay off or make payments on, and they didn't do it. That's another feeling. My guides are mentioning that secondly, but the tower can mean lots of things. So the next card you have in your reading is the Fool, which is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations. And you have to have your wits about you and not have your head in the clouds and not have on rose-colored glasses, because you could fall off the cliff. So you need to be, it could be a good card because it can be a new journey, but you need to be grounded and have your head screwed on straight. Some of you are buying something. Could be a townhome, condo, new home, timeshare even. But whatever you're buying, I get buying something and moving out is what my guides say first. Some of you are also going to learn how to read and write other languages. Another language. It could also be ancient languages. If any of you are schooled or study or are interested in archaeology and anthropology, you may, and like prehistoric history and, like cuneiform texts and Sumerian text or whatever, you may be deciphering codes, deciphering old languages, or more simply, learning new languages and writing them, learning how to read them and write them. Comes up for some of you. Some of you are getting ready to leave a job that you're in now, and you will be embarking on a new job. But I feel some of you, the new job looks like it takes place in September. So really any time from July through the end of September, I feel many Geminis, based on what my guides are telling me, are going to leave and start a new job or a new career. And it could be quite different than what you were originally doing. It may not be, even similar for some of you. Some of you may be on a real quest and a real journey to seek out like-minded people. And so this could be people that have the same spiritual beliefs as you, the same religious ideologies as you, or political views as you. or whatever is important to you. You may feel like you are on a quest or a journey to seek out like-minded people that could become like new friends for you, new social groups to engage in. You may also be looking outside of yourself and looking back at the past or different things in that area in such a way that you want to look at your past mistakes, review them, and think, where did I go wrong? And can I fix or correct anything, any decisions or decisions you made in the past that, maybe went wrong. So, and to try to correct them. So your next card in the reading, funny moving, came up because you do have the card of moving here, although this can mean other things. But this is moving from troubled shores to better shores. This can mean long distance travel. It could be a new commute for work. It could be scouting out, like, what else is out there, in your area, like new jobs, new places to live, like on a scouting mission even. Some of you may really decide you want to see the world. But I'm going to tell you what, I feel that some of you Geminis that get that bug to travel, that itch, like I want to travel, I want to see the world, it comes before something you're ready to do. So it could be before you start a new job, before you start a new career, or before you move, or all of the above. I feel like there's some itch or urge to travel, but it's before you do something major, like a life-changing or chapter-changing event in your life. There also could be some people that you need to talk to about getting certain licenses, permits, or any kind of certifications updated and upgraded. Now, what is flashing in my mind? You know how people in a lot of careers, a lot of different careers, I'll use doctors as examples, or dentists. They have MD after their name, or DO after their name, or DDS after their name. But there's more. There's way more. Like what's lawyers? ESQ, right? Esquire. Or, but there's these tag letters after lots of careers. Some of you need to upgrade it, or not upgrade it, but reinstate it, renew it. You may have to take a test and pass it again. It could be something like that. Like I have a business, right? I have an LLC. Every year I have to make a payment to the state to keep, that I live in, to keep the LLC current. If you don't pay every year, the LLC, they can take it away from you. And then when you go to pay your taxes, you can't go under the LLC, or same thing probably happens if you have a corporation. Whatever the tagline is at the end of something, the name of your business, you may be seeking out, talking to people about it, having to take some kind of test about it, or upgrading it, or renewing it. So the next card in your reading is the Ace of Swords, which is victory. Woohoo! Victory, or truth being revealed, or victory because truth is revealed. It can be knowledge, wisdom, truth. It can be maybe, did I say maybe victory because truth is revealed. This card can also symbolize, believe it or not, it can indicate love coming in, even though I know it's not Ace of Cups, but sometimes that can come up with the Ace of Swords. Some of you are going to feel like you finally conquered something that you want. And some of you, this is getting a promotion or a new job for some of you. If you were trying to enter into a law firm, like a firm or a practice or some kind of group, or even maybe socially club, group, or organization, but I'm talking about work-wise first. But it could also be a social club, group, or organization. You get in. You get, so if you want to work at a firm, you get in. You want to work at a practice, you get in. You want to join some kind of conglomerate or group, you get in. You want to do something social, a social club, group, or organization, you find out that you get in. Some of you could have some amazing luck where you talk to somebody, could be like a networking opportunity. Some of you may already know this person. Some of you are just meeting this person. It'll be different for all of you, but what comes up from them is that they open some kind of door and give you some kind of opportunity through this connection. And it could advance you in your money or your position of power. I feel you advancing. If you were trying to buy like bidding on a home, if you're, because I don't know if you, well, in the United States, I don't know about other countries, but the inventory is very low in the housing market. There's not a lot of out there for people to buy. So when houses go on the market, they're going for a lot of money, more than what they're worth. And people are bidding on them and getting outbid by each other, right? So I also get here that if you are in some kind of situation where you have to bid for something, now, I feel like it's a property, but it could be bidding on something else. I feel like you're the winner. You get the bid. What you're setting out to get, you have the victory there. So your last card in your reading for July 2023, Gemini, is the Hermit, which is your spirit guides lighting the way, showing you the path to go, watching over you. You could be the Hermit, where you're taking a step back and getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward. But regardless, your spirit guides are still going to be guiding you. They're still going to be lighting the way and showing you the way to go. I feel like my guides are talking about Gemini's moods are changing. The atmosphere around you is changing. Your moods are changing. You are going to not feel the same way about certain things in your life that have maybe been present for a while that you did before. Your moods and attitudes about long-standing situations, people, could be work, living situations, love, romance, I don't know what it's about, but things that have been long-standing that you've had, could be religious beliefs that you've had for a long time. And it created a certain mood in you, a feeling, an atmosphere in you and around you. That's changing now in July. Some of you may have some friends, or it could be a club, group, organization, a church, a religion, but it could be friends that you may feel like you don't fit in with it anymore. You don't buy into their mission, the mission statement of anymore, their ideologies anymore, their attitudes anymore. You may feel like, I don't fit in with this anymore. I don't fit in with these people or this situation, or it doesn't fit my current, because you're changing, Gemini. There's change and evolution here. But some of you may say, that doesn't apply to me. I'm not nothing. It's not different. It could be internally changing. You may say, my life's still the same. I'm doing the same thing every day. But there's something changing in you. And, once things change inwardly, eventually they change outwardly. Sometimes it's simultaneous. But for some of you, the internal changes and the mental changes and the emotional changes and the spiritual changes may occur first before you experience the changes outward in your physical world. I do feel like you are paying a lot of attention to how you feel right now in July. And I believe that you are going to start making decisions based on what makes you feel peace, what brings you happiness, what gives you the most tranquility and feeling of connectedness to things that are important to you and that you value. And because these things are becoming important to you, this is why I feel like you're going to make changes. You're going to end the relationships you don't like or don't fit into your parameters anymore. You're going to quit jobs that don't bring you happiness or make you feel fulfilled. You're likely to leave living situations that don't feel like they fit your lifestyle or bring you peace or happiness that you want or need. So therefore, I feel like I don't know if I've gotten this for you recently or not, Gemini, but I really feel like some Geminis are on a precipice of some change. I may have already felt that way in June because you know what? I do so many readings. I can't remember what sign got what. I have no idea. I got 12 signs I got to read, and I read them at the beginning of the month, and I read them again in the mid-month update. And then I'd record all these videos on Vimeo, so I'm always reading something. So I really can't remember if you were the sign. No, I felt like that about a sign recently, and it may have been your sign. But I'm definitely feeling like it in this reading. Like you're in some kind of transitory, chapter-changing moments of your life. And a lot of it's starting inwardly, mentally, emotionally, and atmospherically. Like how you feel about, this was the old paradigm. You did get that. There could be a paradigm shift here. Don't forget, you did have that. So you have to see how it plays out for you. I feel like things are changing inwardly, which will outwardly be expressed for you. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Gemini to work with, use, and wear in the month of July 2023, you got aquamarine. And aquamarine is a cleansing stone and it evokes relaxation and calm. Aquamarine reduces stress and calms the mind. It's associated with trusting and letting go. It can invoke tolerance of others, and it helps overcome judgmentalism. Aquamarine has an affinity with sensitive people. So based on the fact that, to me, your reading is very strongly indicated, like your sensitivity inwardly, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually is being highly activated right now. So it makes a lot of sense to me that if aquamarine has an affinity with sensitive people, why you would be getting it here for the month of July. It's going to be a stone if you're wearing it or working with it, like in meditation or however. It's going to help you seize the day. Like if you're wearing it, you're going to be like, I'm not letting opportunities slip by. And if you're normally like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to go there. If you're wearing aquamarine, you're going to go there. You're going to seize the moment, seize the day, take the risk, take the chance, be motivated, be gutsy. Like it's going to make you feel brave and courageous and gutsy. And I get it's also going to be leading you to be speak your mind. And Gemini, I think a lot of you already do that anyway. Now, I know this says it reduces stress and calms the mind, da, 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 da. But I feel for you, it's like, you know, when people have, like, they're hyper. And doctors have said, I know this personally, I'm not making it up, because my son was, they didn't know if he had ADHD or what when he was little, my youngest son. And the doctor told me, you could even give, and I thought it was kind of weird because he was little. We're talking about 3, 4, that you could give them caffeine, soda, but really, they were really talking about coffee. And that can calm down the hyperactivity. In your case, this aquamarine, which is supposed to be a calming and relaxing stone, is going to have the opposite effect for you. So just like caffeine calms down, can help or calm down excessively hyperactivity in people, which seems counterproductive, but it can do it in some people's cases. Aquamarine, which is supposed to relieve stress and calm you, is actually going to have the opposite effect, where it's going to make you seize the day, be gutsy, speak your mind, go for it, risk-taking energy. So if you don't want to be like highly activated, maybe you may not want to do aquamarine, but it could react to you in the way that the information I looked up says. You may feel more calm and relaxed, but I just have to give you that little cautionary warning, because the way the stone reads for you this month, it feels like it's going to be kapow kind of energy. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense.
As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it's worth sharing, and subscribe to this channel. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And check and make sure you're still subscribed, because for some odd reason, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes my subscribers. So make sure, if you want to keep getting alerted about my videos, check that you are subscribed. And if you would like to get any of this special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, I post my most recently recorded video series down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these videos are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. All the links are there, and you can read all the different descriptions of all the various many video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and then you just select whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else you're curious about sign. Click on that, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. The most recently recorded video series I have out right now is my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. I did the center of the Celtic Cross Tarot spread, so there are 6 cards in total in that reading. Also, my mid-year Love and Romance Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for both singles and couples. The first half of the reading is for single people of the sign. The second half of the reading is for coupled people of your sign. And then I pulled an oracle card for the Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracle card. It's one card for both singles and couples. I highly recommend in the love readings, watch the singles and the couples, because there will be a crossover where some of the messages will apply to you, whether you're single or coupled. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for for July. Whoops. I'm recording this video in June. In July for 2023 for each sign in the zodiac, where I look at a wide variety of topics in the crystal, your health, your love life, money, business, work, what to watch out for, what are the blessings. So if you want to, it's kind of like an expansion or a continuation of the psychic tarot readings I'm doing right here, right now for July. If you want to see what else I get for you for this month, please check those psychic crystal readings out. Many people like those readings because there's a lot of info condensed in not a lengthy reading. Also, don't forget my my eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading. You're still being affected by that eclipse. Those eclipses are affecting you for 6 months. That happened in April. So what do we have? The end of April, May, June, July, August, September. Those eclipse effects are going to last all the way till the end of September for you. So if you haven't checked it out yet, and watch your rising sign and your moon sign, watch your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so. I highly recommend that in those videos. Also, my full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, May 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. You're still being affected by that eclipse all the way until the end of October of 2023. And sometimes eclipse effects can even last up to a year. Doesn't happen all the time, but for some people, it will still be affecting you. So if you want to see how those eclipses affected you, I highly recommend you check them out. Don't forget my career and finance psychic tarot, and I believe they were psychic tarot and crystal readings, I think. I forget, but my career and finance readings for 2023 for the next 12 to 18 months are available on Vimeo. And I recorded them in April. They're going to go all the way until the end of October of 2024. So if you want to see what I got for you about your career and finance, I highly recommend you check those videos out. Don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. If you didn't look at them yet, they were pretty lucky this year. I got to say, most of the signs, not all, but most of them, I felt was, wow, like these are lucky right off the bat. Sometimes because remember, it's what's lucky and new. Sometimes what's new it doesn't seem lucky, or what doesn't seem lucky seems new later on. I did feel like that particular video series, they seem to be luckier than other years right off the bat. So you might want to check those out. Also, don't forget the New Year's readings, psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for the new year of 2023, and the psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. They're both available, and we're only halfway through. We only got halfway through this year. So if you didn't get those New Year's readings yet, they're still in play. And I just did the mid-year updates for the new year and the mid-year love updates. So we've already gotten to the midpoint, but there's still plenty of time left. You might want to check out my New Year's readings. There's other video series down below. I'm not going to go through all of them, but those are the highlights. I hope you'll check them out because many people find my psychic readings on YouTube are accurate for them. And then they go over to Vimeo and they're like, hey, these are accurate for me over here too. So if you want to get more accuracy and know more predictions and messages that could play out for you without having to pay for an expensive private reading, which would take an hour or more, you can find out some valuable information in a more short period of time. And many people find that these messages apply to them. So if you can watch both your rising sign and sun sign. I do recommend it in all the video series, but that's completely up to you. Go by whatever resonates with you on YouTube when you go to Vimeo. So that's a good rule to go by, good way to look at what sign you want to get. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on YouTube in a video format, I do written predictions and messages that are about 5 paragraphs long. They're usually on my Facebook pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and at the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I also put them at my Pamela Georgel YouTube channel community page, because some people have gotten off of the social media pages. And so I started posting them there on YouTube. So you might want to check them out. Many people find those predictions there, resonate with them. Maybe not the entire 5 paragraphs, but maybe messages here, a couple messages there will resonate with them. You may find the same. So I hope you'll check out what I put on the social media pages. And if you would like to help support this channel, you could make a donation, which I greatly appreciate. Those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. There is a donation link down below. It's connected to PayPal. So I hope you all have absolutely amazing energy and happiness that happens for you this month of July 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.